Hi everyone! I was on my walk yesterday when I stumbled across this teepee in the woods, and it reminded me of when we were kids. We would build forts and go hide in them. Because you're in that place where you're blocked off from the rest of the world, it really meant that our inner creativity and imagination ignited. And so that's kind of inspired our class today. We're going to play with a little bit of improv movement. We're going to start off slow and I'll guide us through some movements, but then we're just going to let our imagination go wild, and where we can explore our movements and our body and what our intuition wants, where it wants to take us today. So let's start in a standing position. And if it makes you feel better, close the door in your room or get into a place where no one can see you, so you can really just tune in with what is within you right now rather than what other people are going to think of you. You might even like to put some music on. Let's start with some breath, inhaling through the nose, lifting up tall. Exhaling through the nose, letting it go. And we're going to use our hands here, inhaling, lifting the palms up towards our shoulders. And then as you exhale, pressing your hands down towards your hips, down towards your feet. Flipping the palms, inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, pushing down. A few more breaths like this. Feeling the resistance of your hands as you push through the air. Starting to feel that flow of energy. You might like to just start to move a little more here. What's feeling intuitive for me is kind of shifting from side to side. Kind of moving the hips around. Maybe the arms move in a different direction. Might even take the feet a little wider and kind of bend one knee, bend to the other knee. Still connecting to the breath. And as we continue to move, just notice where you might be holding tension. And just relaxing through the jaw and the lips. The eyebrows, the eyelids, just letting energy to be smooth and free here. These don't have to look like yoga movements. In fact, it can be considered a little more of a dance. They might be a little bigger, they might be smaller. And rather than focusing on what it looks like, can we focus on what it feels like? And just continuing to explore And maybe you'd like to ask yourself, what if I move in this direction? What if I put my hand here? What if I move my leg there? Inviting the sense of curiosity. Whenever we explore our imagination or creativity, it's bringing in the sense of yes. Yes, what does this look like, rather than no. When we set boundaries or say no to thoughts, ideas, often that's limiting our potential. Maintain that connection with the breath. So if you notice your breath has dropped away, just continue to lengthen it, to expand it, to explore it. Taking long, deep breaths helps us to slow down. Inviting a sense of connection with our body, with our mind. And for the final few minutes of our movement, you might like to imagine yourself as a kid. Or maybe if that doesn't quite resonate, maybe you know a child in your life. And using that as inspiration to find play. Because children are so good at listening to their intuition, trying something, even if it might not be socially correct. And there's a lot that we can learn from them as adults. And then just starting to slow down your movements a little. Eventually making your way towards the ground, towards the seat. What kind of seat it is up to you, what that looks like. And just closing the eyes down, listening to the breath, relaxing the face and the jaw. Noticing how movement and listening to our intuition and saying yes to ourselves helps to unlock this connection, this curiosity, our imagination, having no limits, no bounds. And just like a kid, anything can happen. Just staying still for a few more breaths. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And a deep breath out, let it go. Thank you so much, everyone, especially if you are still here. I know that improv movement can be mentally challenging, especially if we have a tendency to want to do things in the right way. But I think it's a really beautiful lesson and teacher in terms of listening to ourselves and using our imagination. I look forward to moving with you again sometime soon, whether that's here on YouTube or on Patreon. Thank you again.